Welcome to another edition of the Ballard Show. I have a very special guest by the name of
Lamar Sturgis.
Lamar Sturgis.
Yes, sir.
Tell more about yourself, brother.
I am the owner of Damage Control Security. I'm from Berlin, Maryland, 36 years old. It was started beginning of this year. It's been my dream to do it. I've been in the security world about 7 years. So yeah.
Where do you do security work at?
All over the Eastern Shore, all over Maryland, actually. We had a real big event over the summer in August. Did a pool party. So all over Maryland, anywhere I'm called, I'm there.
Okay. Have you go to major events like concerts or basketball games, football games, things of that nature, or clubs?
Clubs, bars, restaurants, hotels.
Okay.
I did some escorting for YBS Scholar when he came down to the Eastern Shore. So that was my first celebrity experience.
YBS Scholar. Is he from Baltimore?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought he was. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything you want to, send your contact information or anything like that if anybody wants to do business with you?
Absolutely. You can find me on Facebook at Crown Royale, Instagram, same name, _83. Everybody really knows the security company. I came from another house called Alpha Line, so my face definitely been out there before. So
is that what David Childs work at?
Absolutely, that's my big bro.
Shout out to David Childs, bro.
For sure.
What's going on?
That's my big bro right there.
He worked for Meek Mills, right?
Absolutely.
Man,
It's my mentor right there, man.
Oh yeah?
For sure.
Man, shout outs to Dave, man.
For sure, absolutely.
So you're a boxing coach too, as well, right?
Absolutely, love it.
What's the name of your boxing service?
It's Gloves Up, Guns Down, and that was for me to bring awareness to the local violence on the Eastern Shore. It's to show young brothers it's another way than running around and shooting one another. You know what I mean? I also, when I was younger, participated in the local violence. You know what I mean? So that was my way of giving back. You know what I mean? Or from what I took from the community. You know what I mean? So I've been in love with boxing since I was 6 years old, 5 years old. You know
okay.
What I mean?
So, do you have any type of age brackets for kids or adults, anything like that?
I focus on the teenagers. But it's open to all ages. You want to learn how to, throw your hands, holler at me. But it's open to all ages, though.
No question. Give the community your address where you do your training.
Right now I'm going through Main Street. Everybody know about Main Street, man. Shout out to Main Street. One of my good brothers is a coach over there, so that's why I do a lot of the training at.
Okay. That's right. Anyway, man, is there anything you want to talk to these kids about, or anybody who needs to hear some type of encouragement? Could you lay that out for them, everybody?
Well, absolutely. When I was 19 years old, I received 20 years in prison for gun violence, and that's not the road that I want to see any of my young brothers go down. You know what I mean? To go to prison, then want to change your life, because the system don't care about us at all. You know what I mean? They throw you in there and say we're gonna rehabilitate yourself, but it makes you a worse animal. I deal with things every day when it comes to PTSD, things I've seen in prison, things I've done in prison. You know what I mean? So before we even cross over to that, I want to show the young brothers that it's a different way. And I'm a walking testimony, man. Since I was 13 years old, I was in and out the system. Nobody wanted to believe in me. Everybody turned their back on me. Everybody said, you're going to be that one person. So my message is, man, it's a better way to do things.
Yeah, you gotta think rationally out here in society these days.
For sure.
You keep unloading, keep on with that positive energy, man. Keep
Absolutely.
talking.
It's just my whole experience, going to prison. And I did 2 sentences. I did 10 years on a 13-year sentence, and I did 4 years on a 6-year sentence. So coming home, that's from 2006, 2016. I came home, and my mind wasn't really focused. Then, although I experienced it, I still wanted to be tied into the streets. You know what I mean? I thought what people thought about me mattered. You know what I mean? I didn't want to let my homeboys down. I didn't want to let the homies down. You know what I mean? But the whole time, they were just waiting for somebody to do it themselves. Because the change that I'm making now, a lot of my friends, is coming along with me and actually support me. And what I'm doing. My second stint was for a gun charge. And I went back, and that was like, I'd be fed up. I was fed up. I was tired. You know what I mean? So why do I come on this time? And I took time in prison to write things down, you know, to meditate, to become spiritual.
Right.
You know, study different, you know, religions, talk to older brothers that's not coming home that has life in prison. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing with them was to stay free. They want no money. They want no pictures. Like, bro, just don't come back. You know what I mean? So that's like me giving back to them as well. For me to stay free and save a life. If I save one life, I'm cool. I'm good.
That's all that matters for real.
For sure.
At the end of the day, for real.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you coming to the show, man, because these young people definitely need to hear it. Adults need to hear it. Everybody need to hear what this brother has to say. It's a lot more other brothers is in this, you know, just doing the same thing that he's doing, trying to change their lives for the better. You know what I mean? Stop walking, you know, that revolving door and all that.
Absolutely.
You know, any shout outs?
Absolutely, man. I gotta shout out my hometown, Berlin. We call it the Buck, man. Shout out to everybody that's dead. I gotta give a big shout out to the fragrance of my life, which is my wife, Ebony Sturgis. I also want to shout out to the UUB. We did a real big thing. We actually got a show coming up too this month, October the 28th. I did a partnership with them as also underground boxing, and the brother that's the president of that is actually going through kidney failure right now. So man, shout out to him, because you never would even know that. Right. But that plays a part in what Gloves Up Comes Down is doing. Actually was a thing going on in Cambridge, Maryland, where brothers was holding like sidewalk fights, and the local police was letting them do it. You know what I mean? To, I guess, you know, so you're not running around shooting everybody up. So through that birthed the UUB, and so man, we're gonna start doing that and bringing a street fighting culture to the Eastern Shore. Yeah. So everybody not just running to the guns, man. So if you got real beef, you know what I mean, you gonna handle it in the ring. Oh man, we gonna handle it on the streets. You know what I mean? That would be dope, man. For sure. We gonna handle it. That's what we need,
because like down south, there's a lot of that going on, like stuff like you're talking about. I grew up in that type of environment myself in South Carolina. I definitely know what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely need that.
Absolutely.
Definitely need that.
You think you tough, man. It's a different animal in that ring.
I tell you. It's definitely a different effect in that ring with those gloves on.
For sure, absolutely.
Is okay, what size gloves do you have? Do you have different size, different weight size gloves?
Absolutely. You know, the UFC used 4-ounce gloves. Boxing versions from 14, 18, 24.
The 24s ain't no joke, yo. I'm trying to tell you.
Not at all. So and it's power in the punch too. So you think if I'm knocking somebody out with a 24-ounce glove, an 18-ounce glove, and then I drop it down to a 4-ounce glove, it's gonna be vicious. You know what I mean? It's gonna be vicious.
It's like closer. The pattern of it, man.
But it's a league too called bare knuckle boxing, man.
Oh, that's serious.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Just with the raps. Vicious.
That's a vicious sport right there.
For sure, on the animal, man.
Okay, like when you put the gloves on, do you wrap them? Do you wrap your gloves?
Wrap your hands.
Wrap your hands,
before you go into put into the glove, Right. Because it's out of space between your knuckle and actually the padding of the glove. So you don't want to kind of, sprain your wrist when you turning that punch over.
Right.
So wrap your hands up real tight.
When you training, do you still have those training gloves? Do they still have that metal piece across the knuckle?
Oh no, man! You know,
that's old school right there. That's old school.
But it was that got in trouble for wrapping the wraps too tight, man. And when your hands sweat, so his hands sweated so bad that it hardened up between rounds. It was like punching dudes like, man, with a cast on your hand.
That's serious.
Yeah, it's old school boxing.
That's old school.
Old school boxing there.
I remember when I was boxing for the Optimus gym in South Carolina. I was lightweight. And my very first fight, I fought this white boy. And they gave us the 24s to put on. But holding the guards up alone just wore me out. My dad told me don't eat no sweets, don't drink nothing sweet. So when I got in the ring and was getting ready to fight, I was just queasy and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But wound up knocking homeboy's teeth out of his mouth like the first blow. Like, I hit him so hard.
Yeah.
White boy named Joey, never forget you. Where you at, Joey?
man, knocked his teeth out.
Not his teeth out, you know what I mean? But
Sure.
yeah, that was a good fight though.
That's dope, man.
Because every time it's like 90 seconds each round, whatever. So each time the bell rung, my gloves just fell off my hands. I was tired.
That's a workout, man. You don't understand. It's weight on your hands.
Yeah.
So, man, your arms get tight, man.
Yeah.
It's
Holding your guards up alone will wear you out.
For sure. Different animal right
That's for
there.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yep. Any more shout outs? Anything you want to talk about, man? Come on, we here.
I'm just here for the youth. You know what I'm saying? For the youth, because it's so many brothers that's overlooked. You know what I mean? Overlooked, man. And I live between two different societies. I know prison is real. That's my biggest thing. I know prison is real. You know what I'm saying? And even when I ride by a county jail, man, I blow my horn. Because I know what the brothers in there are going through. You know what I'm saying? And when in prison, I blow my horn. You know what I mean? Because I know what they're in there going through. And the transition, I did my last 2 years, WCI, man, coming. Shout out to everybody doing time at coming right now. That's a maximum security prison. And the next step from that is getting sent out of state. You know what I mean? And it's just the hunger strikes. You feel what I'm saying? They treat you like dogs in there. You know, we going 30 days not eating. You feel what I'm saying? Drinking no water, none of that. Man, that's real. And to the next day, I'm free. And there's no programs, there's no nothing here on the Eastern Shore that we can have to help to be reacclimated in society. And they think, man, I just did 10 years of maximum security, y'all. And literally, I was on 23 and 1 day, and the next day I'm free. And they give you $50 and say, man, go survive. What I'm gonna do with that?
These youngers do not know what it is.
What I'm gonna do with that, man?
Can you elaborate on what booking receiving like far as like when you first go to prison? What's the first thing you go through when you first go in there? Because they don't even know. They don't even know what they're facing.
They taking your humanity straight up. It's gone. You know what I mean? You butt naked. I'm gonna be raw, man. Can I be raw?
Go ahead.
Man, you butt naked. You know what I'm saying? You sprayed in your hind parts for another man to look, because you know we call it the prison suitcase. You know what I mean? So brothers putting things, you know, in their rectum to get things in the prison. You know what I mean? Whether it's knives, cell phones, drugs, whatever contraband they want to get in there, and they put them in the rectum. So they bending you over, they opening you up, man. They looking in there, and it's just humiliating. You know what I mean? It's something that you don't want to experience. You know what I mean? You're real uncomfortable to the point. Even when taking a shower, bro, you got your knife on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's yeah, bro.
I heard many stories about that.
Sure.
Walking in the shower with your boots on, laced up.
Absolutely.
Y'all ready for that? Like y'all act like y'all ready for that. Like don't even know what you running into and what you going. Where you going? Do you know where you going? No, you don't know. So keep on doing what you're doing. You're gonna go where this man was at, and a whole bunch of other brothers and sisters that's been in prison.
Absolutely. And it's not fun. It's not fun. We really fighting against, you know, social media, rap artists and all that, you know, the flashy jewelry and money. You know what I mean? And I was there too. But I feel like now the legal money is beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I can wear these jewels and these gold teeth, man, got it legally. You know what I mean? That's what I work for. You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing. I look over my back. You know what I mean? We're about, you know, the stick-up kids coming hollering at me, or the feds knocking my door in. You know what I mean? I'm married, children. I'm comfortable, man. I'm real comfortable.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
For sure. And children don't realize what they facing when they got that gun in their hand. You know what I'm saying?
How many years? Can you tell the kids how many years you face just for gun charge if it got bullets in it?
5 years, mandatory, and additional year for each bullet. And particularly in my case, I was facing life plus 30 years. I mean, for one of my charges. You know what I mean? I had 13 of them.
Dang, son.
I had 13 of them. I was 19 years old. You know what I mean? So, and you know, on the streets, I stood firm. I ain't telling nobody. Now I bit that bullet. You know what I mean? And want none of my men there. Point blank, period. Everybody around the streets with I put in work for, when none of them there. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to my grandparents. They was the only one, man, that held me down through that time, man. You know what I'm saying? My grandmom, what I told you, grandma taught school for 33 years. And then Sturgis, you know, Germantown, Berlin. My grandfather was a Freemason. You know what I mean? He was a janitor. He drove bus. He put my grandma through school.
Right.
You know what I mean? She walked with Martin Luther King, so I got the whole, Black Power and speeches and all that. You know what I'm saying? All that, man. I just chose to take another path, but man, I learned real quick though.
Right.
I learned real quick. Absolutely.
That's the thing. You learn.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Some people don't want to do that. It's like a point you gotta prove. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe one day you'll get it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When it's all late and wrong, breath all strong. Breath all strong, you hear me?
Absolutely.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Absolutely. It's hard, man. But he got somewhere for you, though. Believe that. He got somewhere for you, and it's going to break you down.
Right.
You know, man, no guns in prison, man. You know what I mean? So, it's going to break you down.
Man, shout out to the people who's trying to get themselves together, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it's hard, you know what I mean? Mad shout outs to my man, he just came home, Blossom, you know what I mean? There's a lot of other brothers that I know that just came home. Salute to you guys and keep your head up and keep moving forward. Don't look back, man, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I can tell you.
Absolutely. And it's
You know what
hard,
I mean?
man. Don't give up. If you want to change, you got to be that change you want, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say answer like I got it right. Like, I get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I learn from them mistakes and decisions that I make, even in my transition now. Because, what the state does to you, man, it's terrible. And it affects your mental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I also tell brothers, man, go read How to Make a Slave, Willie Lynch letter, man. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Check it out, because what he did, they're doing just in a whole nother fashion.
It's in a whole nother fashion.
A whole nother fashion, man. Like, they evolved with it, and we still, without picket signs, stuff like that, when they change their faces. So what worked in the 50s, 60s, 70s ain't gonna work right now, bro.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And work right now, man. So yeah, it's a mental thing.
Yeah, that Willie Lynch letter. Please, by all means, read that letter, the Willie Lynch letter, okay? Look it up and read it for yourself.
Absolutely.
And it's a lot of more other things that you need to learn for yourself too, but we can't cram it in. You gotta, you gotta want to do it on your own,
Sure. You gotta put the work in, man. It's work to be done.
Yeah.
It's work to be done for sure.
Yep. Mad shout outs to everybody who's watching the Mark Ballard show, man, and mad shout outs to Rap Fiend Radio and everybody who's tuning in. You know what I mean? We gonna get back with y'all with more interviews on the way. Peace and blessings.
Peace and love.